My name is Mariko Gifford. I've been growing moringa for 20 years, and in that time I have learned a lot, and I want to share those pieces and parts of my journey. And along the way, I always want to include how I connected to moringa in the first place. And while there's a lot of details with that, I just want to really preface and say I work with plant intelligence, this plant as an ally. It came in a really unusual way to me, but I realized that that is my journey. And so I teach how to grow moringa, and I always want people to have the opportunity to know that that's a way that they can also grow moringa, is to really connect in to that. And it's really simple. It's just a calming of your internal voice. It's a calming of your space around you, and becoming really aware of your senses, your breath, and just listening. And it's a really simple thing, and anybody can do it anytime, anywhere. Even in the midst of a lot of hectic chaos, we have that ability to just drop in and go there. So I do that now automatically. So sometimes in my teaching, I sometimes forget that, oh, I have to instruct people who are not familiar with that. So I just always want to have people be aware of the possibility that the plant world around us wants to connect in and join in our journey. And whenever we want to, we can. And it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful world to co-create with nature. So the first thing I want to do in planting moringa, so this is a series on how to plant moringa, how to grow it. And I have a seed which is beautiful by itself. It is a winged pea in that category. When this comes out of the seed pod, which is about a foot long, there's about 12 to 15 seeds, and it has these wings. It's meant to fly, it's meant to travel. And in its history, it's traveled all over the world. So this is an outer shell, kind of like how sunflower seed is. And inside, that is a perfectly and beautifully designed seed. So it looks like that, the kernel, and it also has a pattern from that outer hull. I mean, it is a design of nature, which is beautiful. And so I have a series of these different, number of seeds. And when I'm about to plant, I always look to see what the Farmer's Almanac is. It's a planting day today for above ground, for peas, beans, and any other above ground plants. I also plant moringa on a root day because the root is also usable. So in that almanac, there are a lot of possibilities of planting days. So today is a planting day for moringa. And so what I do in the beginning is just a little blessing, as I know that this seed, when it's planted, and the end use of it will be to improve someone's health. And we don't always know what the journey of this seed will be. And so I always connect in and I perceive down into the future where this seed will end up and that it will be beneficial for somebody's health. And so at that moment, I'm connecting into the whole journey of that seed. So when you're planting just one seed or maybe 10 seeds, it's easy to do another step, which I did in the beginning. But until you do thousands, it's a little bit more challenging. But I put the seed in my mouth. I print my DNA on that. And so you can do that as well. And now that seed has a part of my energy. So what I'm going to do is show you the way that I planted the soil composition. And here is a mix of 50% really good organic potting soil. I actually make soil myself, so I know the nutrient value there. And then it has 50% perlite. So perlite is there for drainage. And so perlite looks like that. You can get it in most stores. Then once I make that mix, I put 10% worm castings, which I also make myself. And so this combination has that. Every time I plant, no matter how many times I'm planting with that soil composition. This is called a dibber. My husband made this, but you can get them online. It's really just a tool to move soil away so you can plant something. And I have a mark there. That's about the depth that I put that dibber in. And it's pretty simple. I'm just clearing a path. This goes down about an inch. It can be between a half an inch and an inch. And I've done that blessing. And I'm putting the seed in. It's going to become its journey now. And I always put a little bit of mulch on top. It just retains the moisture in there. And that's simple. That's a moringa seed planted, which has the potential of a tree and also the healing benefit that moringa provides.